Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I'm gonna explain how to build this arena. So I made this boss battle specifically for Iggy, since Iggy can't jump and therefore you can't go underneath him. And I thought how can I use this Iggy's mechanic of not jumping in a cool way. So I built this arena or contraption just specifically for an Iggy boss battle. And I'm going to be explaining in this video how to build it. But before I do so, let me just play this level and show you what I mean. Like the uniqueness of this level or the idea of this level. So if you try to jump on Iggy, you're going to die. Very simple as that. Munchers are going to fall down. You're going to activate, these P blocks are going to become transparent and you're going to fall to your doom. So how are you supposed to beat this boss? Well, since you can't jump on Iggy and you can't go underneath him, you have to take this long route to the other side. So once you're on this route, you have to activate this cannon, which will actually attack Iggy. So you have to do this three times and you win. So the whole idea here is you have to go to the other side, but since Iggy can't jump, you're forced to take this very long route. And just to activate this cannon which holds a spike ball. So let's say I try to use any other boss. Let's say I put Larry. Now let's try. Now with Larry I can actually go underneath him. Yep. Okay. So as you can see, Larry can jump, which means that I can go underneath him and activate the cannon. I don't have to take this long route. So let's go back to Iggy. So how did I make this? Well, first of all, the idea here is that if you jump, the P switch will be activated and you're going to fall to your doom. So how I did this? This is how. So these are swamps that are going to sense that if you jump, they're going to fall down. So if you jump, these swamps are going to sense that, and they're going to activate this P switch. Make sure that you put the multiple thwomps just to cover the entire arena. So if you jump anywhere in this arena, in the top level, in the top floor, in this row, any one of these swamps are going to sense it. If I remove this swamp right here, that means I can just stay here and jump consistently without worries if I remove these two. So if I remove these two, when I come here, I can jump, see? Nothing happens. So make sure that there are thwomps everywhere, like that covers the entire area. Secondly, you want to put the P switches under the thwomp. So if you jump, for example, the thwomp is going to sense that. Alright, let me just put it here. So if you jump, alright. So if you jump right here, the thwomp is going to sense that and hit the P switch. So what happens is that when the P switch is hit, or when the thwomp activates the P switch, all this is going to go away and you're going to fall into the lava. However, if you decide to stay, if you decide to be smart and actually, for example, decide to stay on this platform, you're going to survive, but as you can see, munchers are going to fall from the ceiling, from the sky. So you're going to die from the munchers, not from the lava. So make sure that you put munchers everywhere as well. You cover the entire area with munchers, the entire row, just in case someone tries to be smart and stand on one of these panels or one of these one-way doors. So next I want to explain the importance of this vine. So let's say I don't have this vine and I want to activate the cannon. I can't. Oh wait, that's weird. Okay, let me just do it in another way. Let's say I make this vine short. Or let's say I did this. As you can see, I have to jump to activate the cannon. If I don't jump, the cannon will not activate. So I am forced to jump here. This is why you want to make sure that that this vine, particularly the one under the cannon, is actually long. So when I come out, I can actually go high without activating the thwomp, and I'm still active, and I still can activate the build blaster because I'm high enough. So I'm gonna repeat this. If this was short, I will not be able to activate the build blaster, and I have to jump to do so, which will activate the thwomps, and I'm gonna die. So I want to make sure that this vine is long enough to where I can actually activate the build blaster, and I cannot activate the thwomps. So the thwomps won't sense me. I have to jump for the thwomps to sense me. I think if I make it this long, they still won't sense me. Let me see. Okay, never mind. They actually do. So yeah, you want to make sure that your vine is long enough to where the bulk bill can sense you, but not the thwomps. So let me show you how many blocks there is from here to the thwomps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So make sure there's a difference between there are 17 blocks between you and the thwomps, between the first like the ground and the thwomps. You have to make sure it's not too high nor too low, because if you make it too low, you can jump without worry, and if you make it too high, you can't even move. So yeah, this is basically my explanation. I know it wasn't the best explanation, or it wasn't that clear, but basically I'm going to go over it again, just quickly. The first thing I wanted to make sure is that there are 17 blocks between you and between the ground and the thwomp, or enough blocks to where that you can't jump, and you can move freely. Because let's say if I let's say if I make the ground like here, let's say I put the ground here and not here, let's say I start here, or like the entire area is at this level. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yep, see, I already died. So like I said, you want to make sure that there are enough squares between the ground floor or the main floor and the thwomps to where you can't jump, but you're able to move freely. Okay. Secondly, you want to make sure that the vine is long enough. You want to make sure that the vine is long enough to where the thwomps cannot sense you, but the build blaster can. So you want to make sure the vine is long enough to where you can actually activate the build blaster, but not the thwomps. So I want to activate build blaster, I have to go this high, and it gets activated. If I make it shorter or longer, I won't be able to activate the build blaster, or I will also activate the thwomps along with the build blaster. So you want to make sure the vine is just in the right spot. You also want, like I said, you just want to make sure there's a build blaster to hit Iggy. You can you can put a shell. You can put a buzzy beetle shell instead as well. No difference. Maybe there is. Wait, hold on. You can actually do this. But I prefer the spike ball, since overall the spike ball is just better. I think the spike ball is just better overall. Okay. Lastly, I want to explain the one-way door. Also, make sure all of the ground is made out of these P blocks, just so they all get transparent. Especially this one as well. The ones with the munchers under the munchers. So once the P block activates, the munchers will fall down, and all of this will disappear. Lastly, I want to explain the one-way door. The reason I put one-way doors is that you can't actually you can't cheese this spotter. So let's say I did not put a one-way door here. What I can do is come here, activate the, and then I can make my way back up again. I don't have to go to the long route. So that's why I made sure. See, I did not have to take the long route. That's why you have to make sure you put one-way doors. That's why, like I said, that's why you have to make sure that you put one-way doors here, just so it doesn't go back in. I put one here as well, and here. I put this vine. Make sure this vine is long enough to where that you can actually dodge Iggy's blast. But you don't want to make it too short nor too long. I think like try to make it long enough to where you can actually dodge Iggy's blast or go underneath his shell. Just so you don't make this boss battle cheap. So yeah, this is my explanation. The reason I did this video is because someone asked me on YouTube how to do it. So this is my explanation. So make sure you have munchers, the P switches. Make sure the thwomps are high enough to where they sense you only if you jump. Make sure all the ground is made out of P blocks. Make sure the vine is long enough to where you can activate the Bill Blaster. Put one-way doors. Yeah, and that's it. So let's just go through this boss battle. You can make Iggy bigger, but I really don't like making the couplings big. They look really ugly, honestly. I think they look perfect with this size. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not activating the thwomps at all. And this one is long enough to where I can actually dodge the Koopa shell. Since I can't jump over him, I need a way to dodge it just in case. And with that, it's over. Okay, it's over. And with that, we're done with the level. So thank you guys for watching. If you need explanation on any of my other bosses, like I made multiple stages for Iggy, Morton, Roy, and Ludwig. If you want an explanation on how to do any of these contraptions, like this is Morton. I made 5 boss battles with Morton. This is the Ludwig, 3 boss battles with Ludwig. Roy, 4 boss battles with Roy, and so on. So if you need an explanation on how to do this, just tell me. Thank you.